Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. That's right, Javier in the air, not on the air. For those of you who are first time watching this, welcome. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. So, I'm going to try my best to do less than 30 minutes this time. I know I say it all the time, but I'm trying my best so I can keep you guys enthused and motivated and actually watching the show. So, I'm going to have our normal Trash in the Hood. Talk a little bit about that. We'll have our Zen Moment. We'll have our new segment, Jav-A Beans. And I know I'm the only one who really gets a kick out of that, but I get a kick out of it. And then we'll wrap it up with a brand new Spirit Time with hopefully getting my rendition of the electric blue jellyfish cocktail shot. That is a lot to say. So let's get going and go with our Trash in the Hood. Dark Frog Social Media presents Trash in the Hood, weeks 160 and 161. Alright, so here we are, week 160, day 1. This is the map for it. And I'm sorry I messed with the volume, so I'm taking a screenshot of the map because I'm not sure how to get it off of my phone from the app that I'm using to track it to the podcast. So it shows the volume here, I need to use the volume and another button to get the screenshot. Anyway, so pretty light on the cigarette butts, but there was a lot of food containers this day. Usually day 1, which is a Monday on the week, the way I count the weeks. So Sunday night, I guess there's a lot of people out eating fast food, and they don't want their families or friends to know that they're eating fast food, so they get to chunk it all out the window. So isn't that nice? So there's various types of food containers and a lot of paper and a lot of weird stuff out there. There was a lot of TP out there. It looked like there was a senior day and somebody did some TPing of someone's house. So here's another one I did. This was on Labor Day itself. I'm sorry, this was 2 days after Labor Day, and I just decided to go walk as far as I could down El Salito. Actually went on to Cypress Creek for a bit and came back. So it was about 3.12 miles. So this was a lot of some weird dog chew toy sticks or something and I found the bag too. And I guess it fell out of the car and then it fell out of the bag. Some liquor bottles, a lot of paper again, some tie-down straps, a cigarette box. And then surprisingly, maybe because we were getting some rain or something, I only found 5 cigarette butts. It was really a crazy time. Here we are on week 161. This is day 1, so this is a Monday. This is actually Labor Day. I apologize for the other one. That was the week before. This is actually Labor Day. I wandered all over the place, and I took me where the trash took me. So you see these little indentions here that look kind of like little weird thing. That's because I went into these little cul-de-sacs and picked up some trash. So I guess people were celebrating the Labor Day weekend because I found a ton of liquor bottles or beer bottles or, alcoholic cider and stuff like that. A lot of just trash of a sort that you would see like on a normal Monday. Beverage containers and stuff like that. But only about 8 or 9 cigarette butts. So I thought maybe we were turning a corner and getting somewhere great. So this is day 2, I believe. Yeah, day 2. So here we are. We only did 2.5 miles, but we went up to to 620 to Anderson Mill, and then down, but only on the sidewalk, because Anderson Mill is so kludgy right now with some construction and stuff that it's just full of trash. So now this, because we were going down 620 and Anderson Mill, we found an unbelievable amount of cigarettes. I think it was 105. Full bags full of trash that people just threw out of their car. And some plastic bags and empty food containers and empty soda bottles, and it was just really sad to see how much junk gets thrown out there on a regular basis on those 2 streets because they are heavily trafficked. So this is day 7, an unusual day for me to go walking, but I went walking this morning. Got 2.61 miles in. I was feeling good. It was really light, overcast, but it was not humid, and there was a nice little bit of a breeze, and it was like in the low 70s, so it was perfect to get out and walk. I hope you got out there and walked. But because I hadn't hit this area in a while, I did find a lot of different bits of trash and water bottles and bottles of other sorts, and bottle caps, and a glove, and a pair of socks, and all that butcher paper type thing underneath everything over there. And then again, probably because I hadn't hit it in a long time, I found 90 cigarette butts. That's right, 90 cigarette butts. It was unbelievable the amount of cigarette butts I found today, but I guess we didn't turn that corner after all. And there you have it. Once again, our trash in the hood, my trash in the hood. So I've been seeing a lot more people out there. I guess because it's getting cooler in some respects, depending on when I go. I did have some difficulty going. One of the days, the heat was just atrocious, and then there was some other stressors in my life going on. But I still got out there. And going earlier in the morning, much better for me, much better for the people I see out there as well. Like I said in the segment, wasn't too bad this morning, but I did see a lot of people out there that were just enjoying the morning. I got out there about probably about 8:30 this morning, and was out there for about an hour. So I was getting some people out there wondering what I was doing, first of all, so they hadn't seen me before. And then a couple of the regulars that I see all the time that are like, hey, how's it going out there? And some people asking how I'm doing, and what kind of interesting trash am I finding this week, and that sort of thing. So that's always a lot of fun to be out there and do what I do, and then be out there and have people that are not angry that I'm out there doing something like picking up trash because other people are throwing their trash away. So I find that interesting, and I thank everybody for that. And as always, if you are interested in getting out there and walk, get out there and walk. You don't have to pick up trash, but it has been very beneficial for me health-wise. It's been beneficial for me overall, overall energy, overall feeling better. And I still do rowing, and I do some weights here and that sort of thing. Not as much as I used to years ago, but I still do it. But something about walking is really good for you overall. It gets your blood pumping. It gets to areas that you may not do while you do exercise. So other types of exercise, I should say. So get out there and walk. Now, if you want to do the trash thing, by all means, I am not going to stop you. In fact, I applaud you for doing that. It would be great if more people did it, but that's totally your decision. It would be great if people didn't throw trash either, but that's not how the world works. So just get out there and enjoy yourself, and if you want to pick up trash, do it. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt you. Just as always, be careful. I use a grabber and I use a pair of gloves when I do the trash part. That are very they're thick and rough, and they don't get I don't get any cuts or anything like that. So also be aware, if you're going to pick up trash, that there could be things out there that you may not want to get, and if by all means don't get it. If you're question like, I don't really want this in my bag, or it's gooey or anything, I try to avoid all organic material. I do pick up food containers, but I try my best to make sure there's no food in them when I grab them. Also, I've been lucky enough that I haven't found things in this neighborhood that would be really dangerous to myself, such as needles or knives or guns or anything like that. No weapons. I've never found a weapon. I found a couple of shell casings, but that's it. And they looked old, so they may have just been there and I had never seen it before. No syringes, nothing like that. So if you're in an area where you feel that may be the case, I highly recommend that you either avoid them or put them in another bag or something before you put them in your bag. And by all means, don't ever touch it with the open hand. Wear gloves, wear protection, use a grabber, use a container that you're going to put your trash in that you're going to be comfortable walking with. So, and in this day and age, because of the heat, not necessarily saying it's climate change, it is, but it's getting hotter and hotter out there. So if you walk in the middle of the day, if you walk even towards the end of the day, it's unbelievably hot in some areas, especially here in the Austin Cedar Park area. Unbelievably hot. But my walking partners and I always wear a backpack full of water. I probably carry about a almost 2 gallons of water on my back. So that helps one with exercise, but also because and I keep it in the refrigerator and I take it with me on my walk and it's nice and cold and it does make a difference. Now you may have to get used to drinking as much water as I do because you may find yourself wanting to go to the bathroom more, but it's worth it when you're out there because you can always use the water to wet a rag and put it on your head or put it on the back of your neck, which by the way, I recommend a cold rag on the back of your neck. If you start getting where you're getting overheated, definitely not heat stroke. That's way beyond anything I would see. But if you're getting like heat exhaustion, stuff like that, a cold compress or a cold towel or a cold rag, anything that's cold or anything that's wet, you can slap it out and it will cool down a bit, and you can put it in the back of your neck. Will help you tremendously. And then I recommend you stop and wait a few minutes, especially if you're new to walking distances or even outdoor walking at all. So you want to be careful and do that. Luckily, we are in early September, heading towards the colder days. I should put it in quotes for this area. But in the mornings, much better. In the afternoons, it's getting a little bit better, but it's still, 90 plus with the real feel of 100 plus. So if that's not something you want to do, don't do it. I'm not a big fan of getting out there in that kind of heat, but I'm also a big fan of getting my walks in. So I always carry water with me. My walking partners carry water with them, and we make sure that we're gauging each other to make sure that we're not overheating, which can lead to some bad things. So anyway, but I still recommend getting out there. And if you're in areas where it's cooler, even in the afternoons or in the middle of the day, get out there and walk. It's nice to do it, and it's nice outside. So, all right. So now that I've gotten on that non advertisement, because I'm not sponsored by anybody, talk about nature. Let's go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and go to our Jav-A Beans. So for those of you who have not seen this segment yet, I started this about 2-3 episodes ago, and what I've been doing is going to one of the local coffee shops, whether it's a mom and pop or most of them have been mom and pops, like one-off type places. That some of them might be a franchise, but not any of the big names. Though I may go to them eventually because that's not being fair to them. But you've all heard of them. But I'm going to some of the smaller places that have some really good coffee, and I am getting my people, whoever's with me, to randomly pick a coffee drink. So the rules are it has to be a coffee, and it has to be it doesn't have to be hot, but at least it has to be a coffee, and it has to be hopefully something that I've never had before on their menu. So some of these places I've only had like 1 or 2 drinks of their entire menu, so makes it pretty easy. So whoever's with me will randomly tell me order this or order that, and so I will order that, and then I'll put it on the air. Rating system goes from 1 coffee bean to 5 coffee beans, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, and I rate them as I taste them. Now, I haven't run across anything that I found absolutely horrible yet. I'm sure there's some out there. But if you have a mom and pop coffee place in the Austin Cedar Park area that you like to go to, and you want me to go and try something, or you'd like to go with me to have coffee or breakfast or something, by all means, just reach out to me here on the show, or reach out to me how you know how to reach out to me, and we can do that. So now I've taken too long, so let's go to Jav-A Beans. Here we are out at Malone Coffee House over off of Cypress Creek in Cedar Park, and I ordered. Actually, I had Julia and James order for me the four-leaf clover, which is in a blend of Irish cream and coffee. I'll see if there's something else. I'll let you know in the wrap up. Ooh, that is a wonderful taste. That is fantastic. Really tasty. Bailey's Irish in there. I'm going to go ahead and give this, you know what? I'm going to give this 4 beans. 4 beans on it. Really good taste. First time out here at Malone's. Really good, really nice setup. I'll see if I can get some other photos as well. Well, let me go around. So there you have it, 4 beans for Jav-A Beans. Thanks a lot. That's right, 4 beans. Now Malone is a coffee place, and I think it's called Malone Coffee House. For those of you who may not know, out on Cypress Creek, it's relatively new. There used to be another coffee shop in the same location that didn't do very well, and in fact, I would have given it 1 bean if they were still around, but they're not. So Malone, you're doing a good job. And again, I'm not sponsored by anyone, not sponsored by Malone or any other coffee house. This is all for fun. So yeah, so it's really good. I'll be hitting that place again a couple of times, I'm sure, because they have a very extensive menu, and they really have some good everything bagels. And I know people are probably going to gross out, but I like to have a strawberry schmear on there. So and they toast the bagels. Oh, so good, so good. So again, like I said, if you see something that you wanted me to go and try out, or you like to go with me and try out, just let me know. So that was that. We'll be hitting that segment from now on, probably throughout the year, if not longer. And so we're doing good. There will be some. Hopefully, we can get some other things going on coming up into the holiday months, which are October, November, December. And I already have something in the works for. I believe we're going to continue to do our pumpkin tasting, so I'm happy about that. Pumpkin beer tasting, I should say. I'll keep you apprised of that as we go along this month. All right, so now that we have that, I've been getting some good, not a lot, but I've been getting some feedback about my AI-generated Zen Moment, so I think I'm going to try to continue with that. It's kind of interesting. I might do some AI-generated music for the videos that you see or the pictures that you see, so let's see what I come up with.
Generate by AI.
Okay, so there you have it, our AI Zen moment. So I reached back into the archives for for pictures that I've had AI generated before. So I got about what was it? I guess about 12 of them, and like the first 12 that I had generated, or at least that I kept, and dropped it in there because I wanted to have you take a look at some of the things I've done in the past on there. Added different music to it, got that AI generated as well. So I'm trying to do more things using AI because it's what's coming, and it's you have to be careful. You can use it, but then for something like I'm doing, not a problem. For something like coding or something like writing a movie script or writing a story or stuff like that, you need to be real careful because it can go off the rails and just write as if someone was on LSD. Let's put it that way, just to even just put it nice. Anyway, so there was your Zen moment, and now we're gonna do something I might have to do a couple of takes, so there may be some outtakes. There may not, just depending on how bad it is. But I'm going to try to do film the part for the spirit time. This is cocktail edition this time. I am going to try to make a electric blue jellyfish cocktail shooter. At least that's what it's called. I may have to do more than a shot. In fact, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 shots that I'm going to try to do. I don't really have the right glass unless I can find the right glass to do it in. But I am going to do my best. So here is Spirit Time's electric blue jellyfish cocktail shooter. Okay, so here we have take number 3. I'm not getting the separation that we need in order to do the shot correctly. So let me see if I can do it this time. So we're going to take our blue carousel and we're going to take a spoon. Now, I don't have enough room because you want to run it along the side of the glass. So let me see if I can get this to work correctly without this napkin going up. Looks like there's a little separation there. Looks like I had it to begin with and I didn't quite do it right. So there seems to be some separation. So now let's see if I can get the electric blue and very cool. And there's our electric blue jellyfish. Okay, that might have looked cool, people. It don't taste very good. Wow, I haven't had Sambuca in a long, long time. And now I have a whole bottle of it. So if you know of some cocktails that have Sambuca in it, please let me know. So I didn't get all the ingredients. As you saw there, it took me take 3 to do it. There was some shaking. There was some movement of the napkin because I have a fan blowing on me. So electric blue jellyfish cocktail I saw online the other day. So what you want to do is you want to take a glass like you saw in my video, or a shot glass if you, or a shooter glass if you have it long enough, because you want to get that separation of the specific gravity. So each of these have a different specific gravity, so they will layer. Now I didn't find the Sambuca, and the lady seemed like thought I was crazy that I was like, well, isn't there a Sambuca that's a light blue in color? And she was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I had to go with just a white one. So I don't. It doesn't look as cool. It looked pretty cool, but it doesn't look as good as it could have been. So you take blue curacao, put it in the bottom of the glass, and then you use a spoon, like I did, the other end of the spoon, to handle, and you want to run the vodka along the side of the glass so it doesn't go underneath the blue curacao, which it will, and you saw that it wound up there anyway. And you want to get it so that it's layered, so sambuca and then clear vodka, and then uh, the curacao and then the vodka, and then you want to take the sambuca. Now, if the sambuca I had was light blue, like I saw in all the videos I found, but yet I can't find light blue sambuca, so I don't know if they dye it or what. But then you run that along the side of the glass so that it layers on top. So you get light blue, clear, dark blue. And then you do what I do, which was using half and half, and you do some droplets in there. So I'm sure at some point it was crazy to do this in the bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. I don't go to any of those, so I don't know if they still do those type of things. Bars I go to wouldn't take too long to do something like that. Plus, it doesn't taste very good. So, if you know of any other crazy cocktails that you'd like me to try, and by the way, this turned out pretty good, even though it took me three takes. I did pretty good on it, so I'm happy about that. Let me know, and we could always try it together, or you can just have me try it as well. I know there's some other ones out there like Bloody Brains and stuff like that that I may have to look up for next time, but I think I'm going to go back to a beer for next episode. So anyway, there was our electric blue jellyfish cocktail shooter. All right, so I'm getting within the 30-minute mark, so I will try to cut it short here. If you have any thoughts, comments, or feedback for me, please let me know. Drop it into my channel here, Javier in the Air. Tag me with my handle, Javier in the Air 01, all one word with the hashtag in front of it. Or you can reach me however you know how to reach me. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know what you think, and enjoy the rest of your or what's coming up week. Try to stay cool. I believe there will be some cold front coming into the Texas area. I don't know how long it's going to last. We've gotten some rain, so hopefully we may continue this trend for a couple more days, but I doubt it. It always changes back to hot. But anyway, so enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see everybody again in 2 weeks. Thanks a lot, everyone.